This channel will have two sides to it: suspenseful creepypastas and true creepy stories. The other side will be advice. Yes, this might seem a little bipolar, but both are things I'm interested in. If I say that I don't have the permission to use a thread or story off of Reddit, it is because I could not contact them. Please note, I am rehashing the creepy stories for entertainment and in some cases to educate and reassure people. Therefore, I understand that the original poster may ask to have their work removed from my channel. If that is the case and you are offended, I will remove it within 24 hours unless I am literally unable to either receive the complaint or have no access to a computer. I do hope to post 2 types of videos each day, which means 2 videos total. One for the darker creepypastas and the other for advice. Creepy true stories might be featured a little more than the advice since I need reader feedback for it. In a few months, I plan on making a countdown of the creepy videos in each category, so please like the ones you want to vote for. It makes the poll work. My husband sleepwalks, talks, thinking someone else is in our room, by jenbrehm. A few months ago, we moved into a house built in the 1930s. Before then, my husband would walk and talk in his sleep every once in a while, but since we moved, it's been much more frequent. Each time he's been under the impression someone's with us. The only time I've heard him talk like this is in our new house. The first time, he turned over to me, looking confused, and said, "Who are you?" I told him my name. "If you're Jen, then who's that?" and pointed to the foot of our bed. At this point, I'm starting to feel a little freaked out. I informed him there's no one there, and he gave me a perplexed look and said, "Then who's holding my foot?" I explained to him as calmly as I could that my foot is touching his. It was difficult to go back to sleep after that. Earlier this week, he got out of bed looking around under the sheets and on the chair. When I asked him what he was looking for, he calmly told me he was looking for the clothes. I said, "We don't have any clothes out." He looked contently and said, "Well, that explains why the man wearing clothes was so happy." When I asked him to explain, he said he didn't know. Just this morning, as the sun was up, he turned over and said, "We're alone now," and smiled at me. The other day he turned over to me and said, "Well, I guess we should go awkwardly introduce ourselves." Then he got up and walked into the other room, looked around clearly confused, and turned the light on. He said, "Where did they go?" When I asked him who, he said, "The people. They were here." Let me tell you, it's been really hard to sleep lately. Luckily, he hasn't said anything else creepy lately. Mr. Bingles 87. It must be a man thing. I believe that as I wake up exactly how I fell asleep, I don't move around in my sleep. My partner begs to differ. Those hand marks and scratches aren't coming from the ghost in the house, apparently. James gastric fluid. My wife did something like this to me once. I came up to bed after she went to sleep, and as I'm falling asleep, she turns to me and says, "Did you hear someone walking up the stairs?" Well, of course she rolls over and instantly falls back asleep, and I spend the next 2 hours wondering if there actually is someone walking up the stairs. Legelot. I have night terrors frequently. I used to live in Highlands Beach in Annapolis, a beach set up by former slaves. I would wake up and see people sitting at the foot of my bed. I started wearing earplugs because I would hear whispers in my sleep, and once, I don't remember what I was dreaming exactly, but my mom stopped me from jumping out the second-story window in my sleep. I just remember trying to go to the only light I could see, the moon. Still, I have night terrors, but I haven't seen anyone sitting in my bed or heard the whispers since I moved. Hanzo Andy. Does he have any recollection of the things he is saying, or what he is seeing/sensing to cause it? jenbrehm. I have asked him what he was dreaming about, and he could never remember clearly. The one he does have a slight recollection of is the one when he thought I was someone else. I woke him up a bit after he was talking, and Said he couldn't remember exactly, but his dream had something to do with someone else next to him and me in the chair working on something. He thought it was me in the chair, near the foot of our bed, and he was confused. It's always a calm, reasonable thing in his head, so he never seems agitated. He always feels a bit unnerved when I tell him the next day, though. Surrounded. Possibly the most creepy sleep-talking story I've ever heard. I'm sorry, OP. I know how it feels. My younger brother is known for sleep-talking. At first it was creepy, but you get used to it. Oh, I can't forget the time he had night terrors. He said a horse is going to take him away from us. My grandma moans and talks in her sleep. Almost every guy I've dated sleepwalks or talks. I know you can pick any YouTuber to watch, so I just want to thank you for picking one of my videos. Hope it didn't scare you to death.